ready, welcome. This is Yoga. I've appreciated that Jameson was able to step in for me for the last couple of classes, but I will be your permanent instructor and she will step in as needed. Just so everybody knows, I do have a newborn at home, and he started daycare only about a month and a half ago, so there's been a lot of fevers and coughs happening in my household. And you're going to get a little bit of a different style of yoga with me than what you probably experienced with Jameson over the last couple of sessions. But she'll come in as a guest instructor here and there. And if you have specific areas you want to work on, injuries that you need us to be able to be aware of, to address, keep an eye on you during class, please feel free to let me know. We always start down, seated on our mats, and we always start opening with a meditation. So find a comfortable position. I'll be crisscross applesauce, but if sitting on your shins is more comfortable for you, take whatever position feels good. Close your eyes. Take your shoulders, roll them up into your ears, and allow them to fall down your back a couple of times. Taking a few nice deep breaths in through your nose, down into your low belly. Exhale out through the mouth. And then allow those shoulders to just land. Lifting through the crown of your head, one nice long line from that tip-top area of the crown all the way down to your tailbone. Your hands can either lightly rest on your knees or you can flip them up towards your sky. Whatever feels good and right for you today. We're going to establish that Ujjayi breath. All Ujjayi means is ocean, translates to ocean. So we make the sound that mimics a gentle ocean wave, the rise, the hold and fall. We take deep cleansing breaths in through the nose, expanding that breath into the low belly, out the sides of the rib cage, a 360-degree breath, holding at the top for just a moment, and then slowly exhaling back out through the nose, keeping a little mini constriction in the back of the throat so that you can hear the exhale. Deep breath in, holding at the top, and then exhale. Feel that breath leave the body. I invite you to find something that you'd like to dedicate your practice to today. Maybe it's something that you want for yourself. Strength, vitality, peace. Or maybe it's simply the act of being present, fully anchored into what is happening in this room, in your body over the next 30 minutes. Take a little scan of your body from head to toe, noticing any areas that might be containing a little bit of extra tension today. And as you exhale, imagine that tension leaving the body, down through an imaginary drain of the floor. Soften the muscles of the face, that space between your eyebrows. And on your next inhale, I invite you to take your hands and lift them out to the sides, and then up over the head, pulling the palms together. Exhale the hands as one down to the heart. Bow your chin to your chest. Pull that thing that you want for yourself, your dedication, your focus, into your mind's eye. A promise to yourself. Inhale, the hands move up, the chin moves up.
And as you exhale, splay the fingers wide, pull the elbows down, shoulder blades move together. Inhale, lift. And exhale, we're gonna go ahead and take that left hand down to the mat, reaching the right fingertips towards that side of the room as you gently collapse that forearm down if you can, if that's accessible to you. If not, it's perfectly okay to stay upright. Your tailbone should remain connected to the ground. We're stacking the shoulders, opening the chest in this position. Breathing into that side body. Inhale, we press up. Exhale, we switch sides. Tailbone stays connected, reaching through those fingertips. Keep that shoulder peeled open. Keep the ear away from the shoulder. Breathe into your side body. Focus on sensation, focus on breath. Inhale, we press up, lifting both hands up. And exhale, roll the wrists down to your sides. We're gonna roll up over the knees here, coming into an all fours position. Wrists stacked right underneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips as we begin to roll out the body. So just find those areas of tension, move into them. I know this can feel a little bit silly, but it's inviting some freedom of movement into the body. It's allowing for some of that personal expression, the stretch that's asking to be made. When you feel ready, we find stillness. Toes plant down into the mat. Fingertips spread wide. Deep breath in through the nose as you lift your chest towards the front of your mat. And as you exhale, go ahead and tuck your tailbone underneath of you. Stretch your spine to the sky. And then go ahead and allow the tailbone and heart to rise as one on your inhale. Exhale, one vertebrae at a time. We find cat pose. Reach that spine, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. And then inhale, belly drops as the heart and tailbone rise. Stretch the core. 2 more times to the beat of your own breath. Last time through. On your next exhale, go ahead and meet in neutral spine. We're working on back and shoulder awareness today. So we're going to go ahead and take our weight into our right hand as we reach the left fingertips up towards the sky, little rotation here in the spine. And then as you exhale, go ahead and take that palm, weave it underneath the opposite armpit, palm facing up, taking the shoulder blade down into the mat. You can take those right fingertips out to the side in a little spider web motion if that helps you get a little bit of additional leverage. Deep breaths into the shoulder. Once again, take that right hand down underneath the right shoulder. Press into it to lift the left fingertips back up into that twist. Deep breath. And then exhale. Reset in all fours. Feel free to wiggle out any tension between movements as we begin to switch sides. Take your weight this time into your left hand. Right fingertips lift up towards the sky. Open your chest nice and wide. Deep breath into the spine and exhale. Go ahead and weave that hand, palm facing up, underneath the left armpit. You can spider web those left fingertips out if you'd like here. Deep breaths into that shoulder capsule. Left hand grounds down beneath the left shoulder. Press into it to reach the right fingertips back up. Deep breath. And then exhale, go ahead and come back down to neutral. Wiggle out any tension. And when you're ready, once again reset. We're going to take the tops of the feet down this time, slowly walking the hands out in front of us to release the chest. This is puppy pose. So we should have a nice 90-degree angle between the tailbone, the knees, and the back of the heels. Reaching through those front fingertips, forehead down, reaching the chest down into our mat. Big stretch through the armpits, the back. Deep breaths in. One more. And then keeping your legs where they are. We're going to go ahead and start to shift our weight forward, allowing the hips to come down into the mat. This is Sphinx pose. The forearms are connected to the mat, to the ground. Our elbows stacked right beneath our shoulders, lifting through the crown of the head. Now, you should feel this, not in your low back, but in that space right above the low back. If you are struggling to feel it there, I invite you to try to turn off your glutes. You can do a little wiggle in the hips to do this, a little proprioceptive reminder. Your glutes should not be flexed in this pose. We reach through the crown of the head. We breathe deeply. Feel that regality, the Sphinx. And then when you're ready, go ahead and gently take the tension off. Place the hands beneath the shoulders. Press back, flip the toes, and find your first downward facing dog of class. Here in down dog, your feet are hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart, splayed fingers, bent knees. It can be a soft, gentle bend, allowing the heels to gently relax closer down towards the mat without forcing them. Your heart is pressing towards your upper thighs, strong through the upper body. Breathe deeply, reaching the tailbone up towards the sky to feel that little stretch through the back of the legs, but you do not need straight legs to feel that. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, walk your hands back towards your toes at the back of your mat. Find forward fold. Bending in the knees, heart reaching towards the upper thighs. Loose in the neck, the fingertips loose. As you inhale, reach your fingertips up towards your shins, your heart towards the front of the mat. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep, leading with the heart, all the way up. And exhale the hands to heart center. Nice and slow. Inhale, we reach the hands as one unit. Exhale, splay the fingers, pull the elbows down to your sides, shoulder blades together, and then reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, heart reaches forward. Exhale, relax. Walk the hands to the front of your mat, finding a plank pose. If plank is too much, always feel free to modify on your knees. If you are in a modification, make sure you have one nice long line from the crown of your head to the base of your knees. It is common for people to find a little bit of a bend. Try to make that a nice straight line. Exhale, keeping the elbows tight into the body until your heart descends all the way to the mat. And then inhale, baby cobra, barely any weight in your hands as you lift, using your heart and back. Exhale, melt forward. Press your weight back, flip your toes, send your tailbone up. Downward facing dog. Reach through the tailbone, relax the heels, micro bend in the knees. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, walk your hands towards your toes at the back of the mat and relax into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway, heart reaches forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keeping the palms together, we're going to press those hands forward and then reach them back into the heart. Inhale, press the hands up. Exhale, elbows down, shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly walk your hands to the front of the mat, finding plank. Remembering you can always move into the modification if that feels good. Exhale, the elbows tight into the sides, hover the thighs, and then flip onto the tops of the feet. Lift the heart, upward facing dog. Thighs should hover. Exhale, flip the toes and the tailbone back. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in through the nose. Check your form. Exhale, walk your hands back towards your toes and relax. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle sweep, leading with the heart. Nice and slow. Exhale, hands to heart center. Press your hands out in front of you. Pull them back, shoulder blades together. Inhale up. Exhale, little mini back bend this time as you draw those shoulder blades together and then lift. Exhale, swan dive down, soft knees. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. Find plank. Strong plank. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale down into chaturanga. Elbows tight to the body. Hovering above the mat. Flip onto the tops of the feet. Lift the heart. Hover the thighs. Upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes and the tailbone back. Downward facing dog. Stay here. Splayed hands, tailbone lifting towards the sky, bent knees as much as you need to keep them bent. Breathing into the back, into the shoulders, into the legs. And then when you're ready, go ahead and release the shins down. You can widen the knees to the wedges of the mat, bringing the big toes together. Sink the tailbone back onto the heels as you reach the fingertips forward for child's pose. Active child's pose, reaching those fingertips forward until you feel a deep stretch in the armpits. Rock your forehead against the mat, soften the muscles of the face. Steady your breath. Deep breath in through the nose, and exhale, walk your fingers over to the right side of the room. Take your left hand, place it over your right if that's available to you. Breathe into the side body. Inhale back to center. And exhale over to the left. Right hand placed over left. Breath moves into the right side body. Inhale back to center. Big stretch forward. And then slowly walk your hands back towards the body, taking the legs out in front of you. Little micro bend in the knees here. We're going to go ahead and take the right hand across the body, looking over that shoulder. Breath in. And then turn that into a tricep stretch, grabbing the elbow, taking those fingers down the spine, sit up nice and tall. Rainbow the hands out and switch sides. Breaths into the belly. Check in with the body. Grabbing the elbow, same side. Go ahead and reach those fingertips down the shoulder blades. Sit up nice and tall. Tricep stretch. Every moment in yoga is an opportunity for posture, for awareness, checking in with your physical self, your mental self, your emotional self. Rainbow the hands down. You're going to go ahead and reach your feet out in front of you, taking your right foot. You're going to cross it over the left here. We're going to hook the elbow into a twist, looking over that back shoulder. Sit up nice and tall as much as you possibly can, reaching through the crown of the head. And we're going to treat the spine like a washcloth. Deep breath, we fill with water, imaginary water. Exhale, we wring it out. Getting a little bit deeper into that twist. Slowly we untangle back to center, release the legs, and we switch. Finding a twist on the opposite side. Reach through the crown of your head, good posture here. We inhale to fill with imaginary water. every cell, and we exhale to wring out that washcloth. If you find your mind moving around, I invite you to pull it back into your breath. The inhale, the hold, and the exhale. Checking in with your body. The difference in tension from the beginning of class. Exhale, go ahead and release. You're going to bend the knees a bit more, slowly releasing your back all the way down into the mat, your heels to the wide edges of the mat as you allow the arms to drape at your side, palms facing up. Deep breath in through the nose, and as you exhale, sink into the mat for final Shavasana. In these final moments of class, I invite you to quiet your mind along with your body, coming back to that intention that you set at the beginning of class, and allowing it to fill every cell. This is you with you. Deep inhale in through your nose. Send it all the way down into your smallest toe. With your exhale, let go of anything that does not serve you, any thoughts, any tension. And as you begin to awaken your body, you can give a little wiggle to your fingers and your toes. Maybe a stretch in each direction, hands overhead, big toes together, if that feels good. When you're ready, you can roll over to one side and take that top-facing hand down to the earth to gently press you up as we start to say goodbye. I hope you thank yourself for showing up today,
for the gift of 30 minutes that's just for you, not for me or the person next to you. But I appreciate your presence here today, and I'm excited for the next few weeks that we have together. So if you have suggestions for flows, poses, things you want to work on, please feel free to drop any feedback. All right, I release you back out into this beautiful